Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this will be a bit of a quicker video today. I just want to take this time to introduce you to the newest member of my little studio here, the Boss Waza tube amp expander. So for the longest time, whenever I've used, I wanted to record my tube amps, I've used the 2 Notes Torpedo Captor, and it's done a great job. It's an awesome product. I just run my amps into it, and then run the direct signal of my amp out into my Axe or my whatever interface I'm using, and then just use cab simulation from there. Currently I'm using my Axe to do all that stuff. And that's all I really needed to do. It's a load box and it just makes things a lot simpler. But recently, as y'all have noticed, I've wanted to get into comparing amps back and forth. So I tried the whole thing with the, what is that product called? The radial tone bone, where I can step on it and switch between amps. But I noticed I was getting a lot more noise and just issues with it that I felt like that I really just didn't want to have to deal with. It was more trouble than it was worth to me. So instead, I had the bright idea of, hey, why don't I've always been interested in the tube amp expander, so I figured I could just hook up one amp with the Captor into my Axe and one amp into my tube amp expander into the Axe, and then you just use the Axe to switch back and forth between them that way. What I didn't necessarily, stupidly, what I didn't think about was the fact that, hey, because the tube amp expander has so much more flexibility to it, obviously they're going to sound different. And that's like not even when using the internal. Both of them have cab simulation of some kind built in. I've never used the Captors. I would probably use the tube amp expanders at some point just to play with it and see how it sounds. But for right now, I'm sticking to using my cab simulation within my Axe because I think I can get really good stuff out of that. But anyway, yeah, like I said, they sound different when you just plug straight into them. So I spent about 2 hours yesterday and about an hour today dialing in the tube amp expander to sound as close as I could get it to sound to the Torpedo Captor, and so we can get the same results. And I am pretty happy with it. If I were to grade myself on this, I'd probably give myself about a 95%. So I think, I mean, we're gonna have to do some experimentation, obviously, but that's part of the fun of this. But I think that is going to be my solution for comparing amp heads in the very near future, because I have 3 amps on the way right now that I'm looking forward to compare with what's already here and with some other things that will make it rather interesting. But yeah, so today I just want to share with you the results of dialing in the tube amp expander to match what I was getting out of the Torpedo Captor. I hooked up the Torpedo Captor and the Boss tube amp expander back to back, like totally separate, not at the same time, back to back into my Dover DA20 and recorded it. So these are the results of this. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing some more Captor versus tube amp expander stuff, please let me know your ideas for that down in the comment section. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video, I'd also appreciate that. And subscribe if you feel like it. But yeah, you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend.